Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I am JLAB and this is Football Manager 2022, the Youth Academy Challenge with Beira-Mar, and we are in December. I've officially convinced the board to give me the opportunity to study for the National C license because I wanted. I had the promise at one point that we would be able to get the coaching staff to not have anyone overworked, and it worked. So I now have been offered the chance to study for the National C license. My stats have already gone up even without that. I think it's because of the way we're playing and everything else. But we're in December and we've only played 5 league games since we last met. So when I say this season can be very stretched out and drawn out at times, this is what I mean. But either way, we are going to go over the games we've had since we last met because we've also had a cup game which, well, is against Chavez in the second tier. That's all you need to know. So the first game we had since we last met was against Chavez in the Taca de Portugal, and we didn't have the best of starts when Bruno scores the opening goal for them to make it 1-0 inside 9 minutes. We could see the second and the 29th minute of the game. And admittedly, I probably should have made this change sooner, but when Pedro scores that goal, I realised, okay, maybe the defensive line's a bit high, we need to sort that out. We have a corner, we take it, and Santova scores from it. So, yes, this tactic I'm using is working with the strikers once again. We still lost in the Taca de Portugal third round, much to my board's disgust, but we were against a team that was much better than us, and quite frankly, if we managed to get something against them, I'll be very surprised indeed. The next game we had was against one of our main rivals, Espinho, and we took the lead inside 30 minutes after Brian scoring his first goal in his first league game of the year, gave us the opening lead, but a minute later, Espinho actually equalised. And I'll be honest, when Betinho scores this goal, I was thinking, oh, is it going to be one of these games where we're not going to get anything out of it? But my fears were kind of put to bed when we scored a second goal to make it 2-1. Fonseca makes it 2 with his first of the season, 25 minutes in. We then had the penalty. Mauricio Jr. scores his third penalty for 2 matches. And then 55 minutes in, we find ourselves going ahead again. Fonseca finds Brian, who is not going to miss a chance like that. And then in the 64th minute of the game, we make it 5. A long throw in the middle finds Sandova, who finds Fonseca. If we can use long throws like that every day, then oh my, this could be really good. And we can keep being this prolific in front of goal with, what, 10 goals in our first 2 league games? That's very promising indeed. So the next match we had was away from home against Alvaraganda, and I'm saying that name wrong, but Sandova scores the opening goal inside 33 minutes to give us the lead. 1-0, good stuff. And then we make it 2 inside the 53rd minute of the game. Brian finds Demeso, who finds Fonseca, who scores again his third in 2 league games. And then 64 minutes in, it's 3-0. Mauricio Jr. has a shot that's saved, and, well, Keeper doesn't hold on to it. Sandova gets the goal, make it 3-0. Unfortunately for us, we then decide to turn it off. And I'm gonna be honest, when this all goes against you, you start to question things. Especially when you can see the second goal. I'm realizing now, after these 2 goals went in, the high line is actually causing us problems. So I had to lower the line afterwards just to make sure we didn't concede any more goals. And once we did that, we were defensively solid. They didn't get anything else. So our high line is going to cause us problems sometimes. And that was a great example of the high line being an absolute nuisance at times. So maybe we need to keep an eye on that in future games. Our next game saw us take the lead from the spot inside 9 minutes after Mauricio Jr. gets his 4th of the season. We do make it 2. Inside 12, Sandova with the header from the corner. Brian then makes it, well, helps us make it 3 when he finds Fonseca, he finds Brian, he finds Sandova, and Sandova gets his second of the game. 23 minutes in, and then 30 minutes in, Brian scores his free kick in off the post. Really good stuff. And then, once again, the high line costs us. Admittedly, the missed header from Ferreira didn't help us, but Machado with the finish there, okay. That's okay. It's not like it's going to cause us problems. Then they scored again. And this time I don't think it's a high line. I think it's just really bad defending. But Machado again scores. It's 4-2. And we do win 4-2 against Valadares, Gaia, but kind of want the clean sheet. I don't like the fact we conceded 4 goals in 2 matches, and it's concerning now. Especially when I realise maybe the high line is the cause for that later on. So the much high line is okay early on, but we need to load the lines later on because of our defenders being very slow and all that stuff. So something to work on, I think. The next match we had was away from home against Castroder, and Sandova scores the opening goal inside 59 minutes. This game, I'm going to be honest, we at times didn't feel like we were going to be good enough to win this match, but we do concede an equaliser thanks to Fred scoring in the 92nd minute of the game. I say Fred, he says Fred, it's Lopez really, but he scored. And I was honestly very annoyed because that was only their second shot of the game. And it was such a good chance to make that I can't begrudge them. I cannot begrudge them for getting an equaliser. We just did not cope with that. And despite my attempts to stop the situation from happening, we did concede a late equaliser, and quite frankly, our first points dropped. Not ideal to say the least. So here we are now, taking on Canales 2010, and for the first time this season in the league, we went behind 90 minutes in. Pedro Alves scores. We do, however, get an equaliser. We tinker things, the line mostly, and then Sacra does that. For his second goal of the season, that's a great way to get it, and it rescued us a point. We honestly probably should have scored a few more goals in this game, but their keeper was really good on the day, I think. Yeah, 7.1 rating from him. They did what they needed to do. They are joint top with us right now, and quite frankly, the fact that they are joint top with us tells me that they're actually really good. Fun fact, we've drawn against the same team as well. We both drawn against Castrodia, and yeah, both our draws have also been 1-1, so we've won the other 4 games we've had. We're hopeful we can win this game because I don't like the idea of missing out on a good position. We are taking on Fornes, the Alcalés next, and the team that we beat in the first game of the season is also at bottom of the group, so they're probably going down. Either way though, we're going to take on our opponents today. We are also hopeful we can get a youth intake preview, so hopefully we either get after this video, or if we have to play the other game, which is against the team that's bottom of the table, then we will have to. Either way though, we're going to see what we can do in this game. I don't want to drop points. I know we could drop points, and it's just one of those things. But also, Sandova's now become really good. He's become our second best player. Damaso is injured for this game. He's out for 9 days to 3 weeks, so he wouldn't be around anyway. So, Calvahas is starting. He's not amazing, and he's unambitious, but he's getting better, and he's now considered a 2-star player. Also, the fact that Damaso is also now only considered a 2-star player himself is a little concerning. I don't think he's actually not improved anything, and I think he's going to lose his first team spot. I really do, if he's not careful. I mean, the injury's not helping him, but even so, not ideal to say the least that he's lost his first team spot already, potentially. But we're looking at this. There's one more player I want to talk about, and that is David Alves. This guy is improving so quickly, it's ridiculous. I can't give him a first team spot quick enough, and I'm actually concerned that I might not be able to vote in the first team anytime soon. So actually, think about it. I'm probably going to drop Felipe Luis for Alves in the future. So that would be the idea for him. Because Alves is playing from the under-19s. He's not played a single league game for us. And he's still really good. So Alves is going to be one for the future. He's also wanted by some big teams. Yeah, Liga Portugal teams want him. That's not ideal. Especially when you got the likes of Pasos de Ferreira looking at him, thinking he could be a good signing. And given that they were in Europe just 2 years ago, 1 year ago. And they finished in 14th, yes, but they are consistently in this division. It's a little concerning that we could potentially have an issue with them wanting to buy a player, but again, we just need to work on that and hope we don't have any issues. Brian, he's not fully fit, but he will start, and we're going to see what we can do in this game, so hopefully this goes well. Okay, so Brian with the corner, we could do something really quickly. Indeed, Sandova hits the bar. That's not a good start. That's a good start, but also at the same time not a good start. We have a throw. Ferreira's going to take it. Espinho have actually taken the lead in their game. And our main rivals, Canales, have taken the lead as well, but Santova scores. And any concerns we were going to have or not be able to keep up the pace might have just died quickly. We are in front, 1-0. And 90 minutes in, we're back on top of the table with 17 points out of 21 potentially going to be the case. That's the best start we could wish for. It really is. We have a chance to make it 2. We need to get more goals just to really be secure about our defensive line, which is still a concern for me. But when we see a Junior, Sacra, save from Rodriguez, he's been really good in goal apparently. And again, really good keeping from him. they have a chance maybe to do something. Cristiano. It's not good, is it? Pinto finds Mauricio Jr. Brian Sandova's not the best pass in the world, but Francisco gets it away only as far as Ferreira. And now Sandova could do something here. Plays it across. I mean, that's the first ever goal for Ricardo Calbajas, and that is really something special. I love the fact he just scored his first ever goal for us, and our young talent, who's not really done much before this moment, has got his first ever goal after only making his first appearance earlier this year. 2-0. Great time to get your first goal. 2-0 at halftime. It's comfortable, and we look at around teams in our division. Okay, this is slightly awkward. I can't really see much. So, Avaranga are actually still keeping pace with us, just 4 points behind, but we are also having to take the win because Canada are winning, so slightly awkward. Either way, let's keep going in the second half, shall we? So we win 2-0. Nothing really happened in the second half in terms of highlights, but I don't mind that because we got what we wanted. We got the 3 points, and we are still top of the table as things stand after halfway through the first stage of the first part of the season, so good stuff from our point of view. So yeah, we're top of the table right now after 7 matches, 17 points out of 21. The fact that we've got a team that's literally keeping up with us and keeping pace with us because we dropped 4 points in 2 games before this match is not ideal, but we could still beat them maybe next time when we go to... No, we hosted them, we almost lost. So maybe they are the team we should be careful about. Who knows? Either way, as long as we get top 2, we're fine. So what we're going to do is go forward and see if we can get to the youth intake preview, and hopefully it'll be very, very good. If it's not, then it's not. It'd be nice if we can get something out of this, wouldn't it? So, Cabahas is actually the youngest ever goal scorer for both us and in the league. That's impressive, it really is. And also, we just broken a record for the team with 6 games unbeaten, which is nice. Aha! We've got a youth intake preview and... Oh, for goodness sake. Okay, let's go over this quickly. So we have a striker who's going to be a fine prospect. We have a centre midfielder who looks like he's going to be a top prospect in midfield. Our attacking midfielder pipeline looks like it's going to be below standards. Goalkeeping below standards. Centre backs don't look like they're going to be great. Right midfielders and wingers don't look like they're going to have great quality. We've got a good number of fullbacks, which is telling me nothing. It could be useless, or honestly, as far as I'm concerned. DMs, none of them going through, near wingback. So it looks like there's going to be a really good striker coming through. If the fact that there's one striker and he's a fine prospect. And the centre midfielder looks like it's going to be good as well. But there's also going to be 3 of them. So hopefully the centre back, one of them turns up, isn't just going to be terrible. Same with the goalkeepers. But it's not great, is it? It's not great at all. So we are going to end this here on the downer, honestly, because that looks a bit disastrous as far as I'm concerned for our youth intake. And hopefully this can get better. But either way, I'm getting this here. I hope you guys enjoy yourselves. I hope you guys like and share this video. And that you subscribe to the channel. It really does help me a lot. Let me know down in the comments below. Should I be right to be disappointed with this review? You know it's going to be an excellent intake. Because quite frankly, I need more strength and defense. Because 2 of my defenders are going to be retiring soon. And that's not ideal. But either way, until next time, goodbye. And well, good night.